Welcome to Capacity TV. I'm joined today by Khaled Sedrak, who is from NxtVen. Khaled, welcome. Tell me about NxtVen. You have a different concept of data centers, I think.
Yeah, first of all, NextVen is a global developer of multiple data center parks. So to start with, we are not the one who build data centers. We are the one who create the infrastructure that helps anyone who wants to build their own data centers to build it in an agile and a cost-efficient way.
And the first two, I think, are in the Netherlands and in Finland. Tell me about those.
Finland was where the concept has been born. So NextVen first attempt to build this concept of building shared infrastructure where multiple data centers can enjoy multiple synergies of having a huge campus where you can get, for example, multiple grid connection, multiple fiber rooms, and then they can build their own data center on their own. This concept was born in Finland, and the first park that we have developed there is in the city of Jämsä in Hali, and it will remain always the one that is very dear to my heart because this is how we started the whole concept altogether, and we moved from Finland, from Hali, into expanding to some other locations in Finland, but now to the Netherlands and other countries around the world.
Okay, so where, after the Netherlands, where are you moving next?
We started the concept in Finland, and Finland will remain always very dear to my heart because this is where the whole concept was born in the city of Jämsä and Hali site. And then we took it from there to the Netherlands. NextVen has made a promise that we will grow it from one country, Finland, into Netherlands, to add the Netherlands as well, which we did in 2016. Now we are moving beyond the two countries into really a global footprint. During that time, we were testing the concept, if I may say. We were seeing how the market will absorb it, whether they will like it or not. There is still some voices about keeping every data center separate and everyone do it on their own. And we appreciate and understand that very well. Being a small company, we pay a lot of attention to these small things. And then we took it from there when we saw the appreciation in the market. We took it from the Finland and Netherlands play into other countries. And we are very proud, for example, to add the United States. In the East Coast, NextVen now has launched its project in the Virginia Beach. We are moving very fast there in finalizing the land and the permits and the various licenses. It's an amazing location. I can talk about it in more details. We have added, in addition to that, France. And France is very interesting. Again, we can speak a lot about France, the role that France can play because of its geographical location, its available power, and the local resources and qualified people is quite big. And we see a lot of potential in France. The size of France is not matched by the amount of business they get. So we believe that there is an opportunity there. We are moving very well in France. And in addition to that, now we are going to North Africa. There is some very serious talk on top level in Egypt and in Tunisia and some other countries to come in. And we have also, I would say, quite advanced talks in the Emirates as well.
So are all your data centers built on the same concept that you provide the real estate, the connectivity, the power, and then let other data center operators come and put their own facilities in there?
Our concept remains the same. It's very important for NextVen to stick to our core, which is the infrastructure layer, and particularly that we stick in offering the infrastructure to all the different data center players on equal basis. And that being said, we always make sure that we are really focusing on that part. So finding the right spot of land, negotiating with the landlord or with the city, dealing with the electricity company, handling the grid and bringing more grid connection to the site, bringing multiple fiber through multiple carriers, building fiber rooms in the park. This is our focus. Sometimes I tend to say it, anything under the ground, as our French friends say, souterrain, I think, or everything there on the infrastructure is our problem. Anything above that, it becomes the client's play. And our core offering is very simple. We offer lease contracts on extremely long basis, almost like ownership, due to the fact that we own our infrastructure and we own the land. We can offer very long lease terms. And therefore, NextVen is really focused on sticking to that core offering and not to be diverted into different things. And our concept remains the same. We will take care of your approvals with licensing, with zoning, with the electricity. And when I say electricity connectivity. How do you build it? You build multiple generators. You don't want to put generators. That's your call. You want to put very high availability systems. You don't want to put it, then again, the client's call. You would like to have very high security, or this is again all the data center call. NextVen is focused on the infra structure layer, and we offer it equally to everybody.
Do you provide physical security around the site and cyber security?
Allow me to say that it is quite common that the physical security, and let me stress here, I'm not talking about cyber security, which is a very important element, and I think there is enough buzz around the world. My worry, and this is what NxtVen really carry the flag for, is the protection on the physical side. So this is quite interesting that there is little interest on that side. Maybe we are wrong, but we would love to see more interest there. In NxtVen, we take physical security, in addition, of course, to the cybersecurity, very seriously. And we are dealing with a top-notch global firm, I'm not allowed to mention the name, that are helping us to design and build our security capabilities around the site. And when I say security, it is the physical security. So NxtVen offer campus-level type of security, whether it's access control, monitoring, situational awareness, security operation center, all of that we build it in our park. So whether you are renting or leasing a space for a small data center, or even a micro data center, or a hyperscale data center, it doesn't matter. All of the clients, all the tenants, allow me to say, in NxtVen Park enjoy the same level of high physical and cyber security. And in addition to that, every tenant can build their own security, because within NxtVen Park, you can have your own fenced area where you can build your own data center with your own security. And this comes over and above, because anyway, we take care of the perimeter and we make sure that we secure it in a very meticulous way.
So Khaled, what are your plans for the future for NxtVen?
It's interesting. This data center and the cloud in general business is very dynamic. And we pride ourselves that we have this dynamic as an inherent fact, because we are an entrepreneurial and small company. And therefore now NxtVen is expanding globally. So you will see a lot of other countries coming into the picture. We go to the strategic locations where a lot of people wants to build their data centers. In addition to that, and I'm very happy to announce that here and to you, that we are now working very hard on establishing cable landing station on open access. And we are working to do that now in France and in Netherlands and also in Virginia Beach. The concept simply is to build the port rather than build the ship liners. So we are going to open ourselves with our cable landing stations to anyone who wants to build connectivity and come to the locations where we put our cable landing stations. And clearly they're going to be close to our data center parks, because we would like to bring more connectivity to serve our clients. We believe that we need more connectivity. So the new thing that NxtVen will be focusing on before the end of this year is to finalize the studies. We are not making any promises that we are building, but we are making very serious studies on Marseille. And we are working also on Eemshaven in the north of Netherlands, in addition to Virginia Beach. So these are the new things that we are working on now, and we are very excited. We have a top-class team who's leading on that, and I think we will be able to see quite good results coming out of this study quite soon. And that being said, we are open for anyone who's interested to work with us. We are transparent, open, and open access is really in the heart of what we are doing, and neutrality is core. So we are open for anyone who would show interest to work with us on open book basis.
Khaled, thank you for joining us on Capacity TV.
Thank you very much.